We will be discussing transradial approach for addressing bifurcation lesions. As you all know, the bifurcation stenting is a very important area in the interventional cardiology. A lot of work has been done, a lot of different techniques have been already advised and suggested, which are being practiced across the globe. Transradial is a good approach for addressing practically all the bifurcation lesions. Most of the bifurcation lesions in any case can be addressed using a 6F guide. At times you may need a 7 French guide when you anticipate extensive instrumentation including rotational atherectomy and multiple balloons. In that case, when you are anticipating a 7F guide for a bifurcation lesion, and if you want to practice transradial approach, it is always a good idea that after puncturing through the plastic cannula, you inject the contrast just to decide the diameter of the radial artery, so that you can plan your strategy accordingly. Even if with the smaller radial artery, a 7F guide can effectively be introduced without doing any damage with the technique known as balloon assisted tracking of a catheter, which we have already discussed before. Here is an example of a complex LAD diagonal bifurcation stenosis. As per Medina classification, it is 111 lesion. A 7F extra backup guide catheter was cannulated and lesion was profiled. Two 0.014 inch BMW wires were parked in LAD and diagonal arteries, and both the lesions were dilated using a short 2.5 millimeter balloon one after another, and the first stent was deployed in LAD lesion covering the diagonal. The result of LAD stenting was satisfactory. Bifurcation kissing balloon was performed then. You can see significant recoil in the diagonal lesion. Another stent was negotiated through the struts of LAD stent into the diagonal covering the recoiling lesion. Stent was deployed. Again the kissing balloon was performed. You can see an optimal result of the provisional T-stenting technique. Another view showing the result. In most of the bifurcation cases, our default technique is provisional T-stenting, as it is proven and time tested and also offers consistent short term as well as long term results. This is another example of a complex LAD diagonal bifurcation stenosis. A 6F extra backup guide was used to cannulate the LCA, and two 0.014 BMW PTCA wire were deployed in LAD and diagonal. In this particular technique, we have used the crust technique. A 2.5 millimeter balloon was used and diagonal lesion was aggressively dilated. You can see the result of balloon dilatation. There is significant recoil in the lesion. First stent was parked in diagonal and the balloon was parked in LAD across the origin of diagonal. Stent was deployed in diagonal. Note that the balloon in LAD was kept uninflated. The stent balloon was pulled back and another inflation was given, keeping it partly in diagonal and partly in LAD. The stent balloon was removed and LAD balloon was inflated at 15 atmospheric pressure. The angiogram here reveals the stented D1 segment and ballooned LAD segment. LAD lesion was then stented. Stenting in progress. Now you can see the stent result of LAD lesion. You can see the stent result of LAD lesion. Please note that there is pinching and recoil at D1 origin. Kissing balloon in progress now. It was a good final result of LAD diagonal bifurcation using crust technique. Another view of the result. One more view of the result. This is an example of LCX OM bifurcation stenosis 111. It is another view of the same lesion. A 6-step EBU 3.5 guide catheter was used to cannulate LMCA, and two 0.014 inch BMW PTCA guide wires were deployed, one in OM and one in LCX branches. The OM lesion was then ballooned. You can see suboptimal balloon result. Stenting of OM lesion across LCX is in progress now. This is satisfactory stent result. Kissing balloon in progress. Optimal end result is seen. Another view showing the end result. Note that this was an example of provisional T stenting. This is an example of stenting of PDA PLV bifurcation lesion. A 6-step JR4 guide catheter was used to cannulate RCA, and two 0.014 inch BMW PTCA wires were deployed in PDA and PLV branches. Balloon dilatation for both branches was performed. Stenting of PLV across PDA is in progress. Stenting in progress. It reveals a good stent result. Kissing balloon is then performed. This is the result of kissing balloon. Another stent was deployed in the mid RCA lesion. Final result was satisfactory. Again, it is an example of provisional T stenting.